and Happy New Year. Welcome to our warm and sunny chapel on this coldest day we've had this year. My phone this morning said 15 degrees below zero. I don't know about yours, but it is cold. So to commemorate this beautiful day in New Hampshire, I have scooped up some snow. This is actual, real, live snow. And my plan for this is to put it in my freezer. And then I'm going to wait a few months until we have an uncomfortably hot, humid, sticky, hot day in May towards the end of school. And on that day, and I make you this promise, Falconians, I will bring forth my bag of January frozen snow and stir up some icy, refreshing lemonade and take it upstairs to serve you guys, because you will be sweltering up there in your chapel dress. So know that I will do that. The book of Ecclesiastes in the Hebrew Scriptures tells us that for everything there is a season and a purpose, a time for every purpose under heaven. Let me try that again. For everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. Each season is wondrous and in its own right. And the winter here in New Hampshire is especially magical. So next time you're outside during this cold weather, I encourage you, take a moment to catch some snowflakes on something black, maybe your mitten or your planner or a backpack, and take a very close look at those snowflakes, at the intricate designs of the ice crystals in each one. Each one is completely different from the other, but each one is absolutely as beautiful as the next. We people are like that too. Each of us is unique and wondrous in our own right. And that's because never, ever has there been, nor will there ever be another you. No one will be exactly like you. You are one of a kind with a specific set of interests and thoughts and talents that you alone bring to this world. And one thing that makes each of us unique as a person, as an individual, is his or her name. Whenever we hear our name called, we instantly pay attention. We almost can't help it. Have you ever watched a dog who appears for all the world to be asleep and curled up on the rug and out like a light? But then if you just even casually mention the dog's name in a conversation with someone else, he instantly lifts up his head and his ears and wags his tail. The sweetest sound that even people can hear, especially at times when we are feeling lonely or sad or homesick, is the sound of someone calling us by name. And that's because when somebody uses our name, we don't feel invisible. We feel known and we feel valued for being the person that we are. So as we head into the second half of the school year, I'd encourage us, let's all resolve at this point in the year to learn everybody's names and also to use them. Every boy here at Cardigan is your Cardigan brother. But really, it's hard to feel like brothers when you're not quite sure of their names. Do you know everybody's name, or do you just know the guys you're closest to? This is a time to challenge yourself now to that next level, because calling others by their names is also excellent training for life beyond the point. Not only is it the kind thing to do, but also research shows that people who learn and use other people's names in conversation and in greetings are more trusted and better liked, happier, and more successful than those who do not. Now here's a question that I'd like to pose to the adults in the room. I'd like, by a show of hands, for you to tell me how many of you, now that you've been out in the world for a while, have been in business maybe and teaching in your lives with other adults, how many of you who may consider yourselves now not really very good with names, wish that when you were in middle school, wish that someone had coached you to develop that skill then, so that it would be very easy for you now. How many? Show me your hands. Okay, look around, boys. That is quite a lot of adults, almost every adult in the room. Please understand that what we're telling you is that the skill that we're asking you to develop will see you through for your whole life. And friends, adults, just think, we have the opportunity to give these boys that gift. So let's do it. Cardigan Mountain School educates boys in body, mind, and spirit. So just as you run drills to get better in sports, you do it over and over, or you exercise to strengthen your body, you do things over and over and over. Just as we drill with flashcards or vocabulary words to learn a new language or math facts so that you get the foundation that you're going to need to do higher and higher math, it's important to strengthen your spirit by actually practicing skills that build character. In most schools, those important skills are not emphasized. Here at Cardigan, we do. Using someone's name when you first greet them is an easy gift to give because it instantly validates the other person. But it does take thought and it takes practice to do so with ease and to do so consistently. So whether you are a student or an adult, let's help each other work on this important skill in the weeks to come. It will help Cardigan become a more inclusive and a happier place to be, not just for some, but for all. Thank you. In the meantime, today we're going to kick off 2015 in chapel by hearing from a variety of voices. Ms. King will be sharing a reflection on the new year, and some of our ninth graders will be sharing their senior reflections. But first, help me welcome our able chapel assistants, Eric and Miles, who will bring us up to date on the fellowship's journey thus far in the school year.